Hi, this is Andy Parker, and I'm going to share a little bit about how I came up with this crazy selling method that we use. As a real estate agent, it's really important that you figure out a way to differentiate yourself, doing things different, and at the same time, providing a better service to your client. Now, that's a big ask. When I first became a broker, I got into selling homes and realized that everybody was doing the exact same thing. List as high as you possibly can. They may put nice pictures on there and do all that and expose it properly, but everything else was the same. It was harder to get multiple offers. The days on market were longer. And then there are these things called price reductions. That was the way it was. I mean, everybody was doing that, and that was just the system. And the client pretty much dictated, where the price started out with, because they had their ideas and, they think that, they know more than you, which may or may not be the case, but you have to probably capitulate to the owner or else you may not get the listing. And so you go out and say, well, I have to list it like this. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to list it as high as they want. What happens? Long days on the market, price reductions. And then, everybody gets a little irritated. And no matter how good your reputation is, every home is different. You get these really good agents that come in there that do a lot of business, but you can't say that the house down the street is going to act the same as the house up the street. Every house is different. There is wrinkles and twists in every house. The idea that, you're just going to list the house as high as you possibly can and then, get the highest price you can for it is kind of tough. And if you are in a hot market and you end up, getting multiple offers, you still have a situation where are you really getting the true highest and best price? Because the system is you put in a seller multiple counter scenario and you tell people, give me your highest and best, and you pick one. And everybody else is left going, what happened? I didn't have a chance to even talk to you. And you pick somebody. Why didn't you give me a shot? Because I'd have gone higher given the chance, but I didn't want to overbid. And, all this stuff is going on, right? And it's very emotional, as you can imagine. There's a lot of upset people because you're only picking one. And so I saw what was going on. I was like, man, long days on the market, price reductions, a lot of mad people. That's really not very efficient. And I thought, well, maybe there's a better way. And so we sought out to figure out how to do that. And understanding the psychology of things, I knew it was really important to first and foremost create a multiple offer environment. And so I thought, well, how am I going to create a multiple offer environment? And so I figured out how to do that. And a lot of it has to do with the price and the condition. The location you can't change, but price and condition you can work with. And so, without getting into too many details, we came up with a pricing model. We came up with, best practices when it comes to listing a house as far as, the condition of it, prepping the house, the flowers in front, making sure it's well manicured, it's freshly painted if needed, just things that need to be done, you do it. Because we're in it to win it, right? We are looking for top dollar and we want to do the best job we possibly can. And a lot of it is like design on a dime. We try to pull from within as far as the house goes. And when it comes to staging, or we hire a stager and we come in and they go and they do what they do. Bottom line is you want to create a great first impression. And our pricing structure really gets people's attention. What we do is we list a house with a value range, and with that value range and the sheer distance between the bottom number and the top number really creates, in my mind, endorphins, and maybe psychologically it does create endorphins, similar to when you go to a mall and you're out there shopping and you see a sale. It's like, red tag sale, Nordstrom's rack, whatever it is. I mean, you get these endorphins flying off in your brain. You get excited about going in there. And so it pulls you in, right? And that's what we need to do with the house is we have to prep it. We have to create that sizzle. We have to pull people in and get them emotionally involved. And once we're able to do that, then what? We create multiple offers in a multiple offer environment. How do we fix the idea that just one guy's going to get it and we have one shot at it? Well, we created some software that ranks the offers as they come in. And as they come in, people can see where they rank. We don't give out the price. We just rank by price. And when you rank by price, what does that do? It gives people a chance to compete. And that is a huge thing. Because now, with a little bit of transparency and the ability to be able to compete, you can, offer what you feel you can for that house, and know that, I am competing. I'm in this to win it. And keep in mind that it's not an auction, but you get all the benefits of an auction. But at the same time, you have, fairness happening, right? And that's very exciting when you have some transparency, you have fairness, and you give everybody a chance to compete for that house. And what ends up happening is you end up, getting the true highest and best price because the price goes up. That's just people competing. And that's how it works. And there's nothing wrong with that. But keep in mind that it's not the highest price that wins the day, it's the best offer. And so, you might have the highest offer, but the other person might have a little lower in price, but better terms. And so it's not necessarily price all the time. It's about creating the best offer. And so we're excited about this. It's a very simple concept, but it's a very powerful one. And it's a great way to differentiate yourself as an agent. I'm Andy Parker. I'm here with Smart Real Estate, and I'm happy to answer any questions if you have them.